We're stopping here at Park Avenue at 47 to look at this new building going up. A lot of steel. The Erectors Union is on the case. What I'm really interested in is this fan at the bottom of I-beams that are fanning out. You can see they fan out in such a way that up to a joist and then right angle up. Or up to a perpendicular and then perpendicular up, and that's supporting what I guess will be sort of an open space on the base. And then this one is inches going in this direction. That's quite a major beam, so some kind of like pretty open base. Follow the elevator up. And we haven't topped out yet on this one, so we'll see how much higher they go. Maybe in another 6 months. So nobody's down here working. One thing for sure is that even though it's August, there aren't a lot of people on the street at lunchtime. And I was like looking at some lunch places that are just not here. And there had been, you know, to-go trucks as well in the past before COVID. So we'll see what's going on in terms of building new office buildings that no one wants to visit. Or should I say that no one wants to work in. See that building under construction down there with the crane? That's the new J.P. Morgan Chase. And it replaced the Union Carbide building, built in the 50s. And what's interesting to me about that is, little did I know, that was a Skidmore, Owings, Merrill building designed by mostly apparently a woman, Natalie Dubois. And I came to 59th Street because it didn't really matter to J.P. Morgan Chase when they took down the Union Carbide, nor did it matter to the landmarks preservation people that that was a unusual thing for the time. But maybe they were just saying to themselves, well, she's got another building here, which is one of my favorite buildings. I think it was called the Pepsi building, and also by the same firm. Her and this dude, what was his name? Bunshaft? Gunnar Bunshaft? I think he gets the credit usually in books, but she's considered principal designer. And this is a beautiful building. I've always had my eye on it. I'm sure there are reasons why in terms of its architectural design. I just think it's got a perfect kind of balance, rhythm, and it's so beautiful at night. Apparently, some other next generation big shot architect, Polshek maybe, did this building behind it, which was also part of Pepsi. But I don't know who or what anymore. But here's Natalie Dubois, and erased from history by J.P. Morgan Chase, but fortunately she lives on in this building and one other just down the street. Come down a little bit south from 59th, 54th, and there's the new J.P. Morgan Chase. It's not topped out yet. I thought it was, but it's not. And yet, fortunately, we still have another Natalie Dubois building here, one of the most famous on Park Avenue for modernism, the Lever House. And I said, I think Gunther Bunshaft, but I think it's Gordon is the other Skidmore, Owings, Merrill architect involved in the design, but she's the principal. He got the credit probably. And there's a good story. Just look at this. This is such a beautiful building. This platform standing on top of what I think I read somewhere that the famous dude Frank Lloyd Wright said it was just a box on sticks. Yeah, but dude, the sticks are so elegant, and they're holding up this beautiful horizontal platform, which then allows the main structure to emerge. I think it's a gorgeous building. I love it. Almost got knocked down by a vote of 6-5. It was saved, I guess maybe in the 80s. And it took a while. It went into disrepair and then got restored. It's now landmarked. So if you have to work on it, you got to go back to the original design specifications by Natalie Dubois, B-L-O-I-S. So the Lever House, she can live on here since J.P. Morgan Chase took down Union Carbide, which I didn't realize when I first filmed it a year ago. Where this new Chase Tower goes up had been a 50-some-odd story building in modernist style, kind of echoing the Mies van der Rohe Seagram's building, which is just over to the left here. The black facade you can just see topping out. That's the Mies van der Rohe Seagram's building, and the Union Carbide echoed it in, some people think, a more elegant way, and lasted until just now. Taken down, largest freestanding demo ever. I mean, tallest freestanding demo. So 60 stories or 50 stories came down without any kind of blasting, right? They just dismantled the building piece by piece. Natalie Dubois, well, she would stay at Skidmore, Owens, Merrill. That's after she graduates from Columbia, 44, during the war, gets her first job, very talented, obviously. And there's some dude in the office, Kellogg or something, I can't remember the firm, who like hits on her. She rejects him. He goes to the boss, says, "Oh, she's a distraction." Boss fires her instantly. Like, no question. You're out of here. You're distracting my boys with their bow ties. And then she gets hired by Skidmore, Owens, Merrill. Works for them for like, what, 25 years. Quits, but gets no recognition upon leaving. Nothing. As if they never knew she even worked there. I'm telling you, those architects. Well, we won't talk about their psychological impulses, but you can see them all around us. So we're one block further south because we might as well take the opportunity to look at the facade of the famous Mies van der Rohe modernist Seagram's building, which I believe is at this point also landmarked. Lovely fountains, elegant black aluminum cladding. And take note of Citicorp building to its right, which actually many people find ironic that this was landmarked when Union Carbide wasn't. I don't know about this silver job here, but I'm panning because we come back to Lever House. And the two modernist icons, cheek by jowl, catty cornered across 53rd Street and Park. To the left of Lever now, what you can only call kind of an abomination. I don't know what it's trying to be. I guess it's lucky because nobody will ever build on top of the terrace here of Lever, so they took advantage of that. And we'll just give a quick pan back over, looking at this, whatever it is, up the street here, with its little like mini step back, and back to Seagram's. So, one more view of the new Chase Tower. And this building here, I'm gonna have to figure out what it is, because it's actually looking kind of good. Nice little beehive. And I'm not so sure about this new tower, but it is what it is. It's so big. So big it gets to close off part of Park Avenue. Gropius, MedLife building. I don't know what that other thing is next to it. Oh, yeah, that's a new thing. Vanderbilt Plaza or something. Probably empty. Right by Grand Central. So here we go. Top it out. We'll be back. So apparently there was no real interest in saving the old building. And then of course JP Morgan Chase, they're really powerful these days, right? And they think, as it said in one of those titles I made, that people are going to come back to work here with yoga studios and cafeterias and who knows, maybe daycare, who knows what perks and amenities they will try to provide their workers in order to get them to leave the comfort of their home. Some people accuse JP Morgan Chase of using this building construction as a means of what was called greenwashing, claiming all sorts of sustainable features of their new building. One that I found most all kind of ridiculous is the idea that it's going, all the electrical will be produced by hydroelectricity. Now, the only thing I can think of is that they're going to have an internal system, some kind of gravity-fed system that turns a turbine in the building. But otherwise, I don't see how that could be true. But we'll have to learn more about that. If it is true, that's not the worst thing I've ever heard. There was also the recycling of everything that was taken down in the old building, the Union Carbide building. But whether they're greenwashers or not, there's a lot of people here working, and in theory, there'll be a lot of people coming to work. Whether that's good, use.